Battle Pirates Crib. We're going to be talking about Eternal Fire and DP next week and whatever else anybody else would like to talk about. So let me go ahead and introduce everybody from top to bottom and the dangerous 903. Kenny?
Hello, hello.
Aussie?
Good morning, everybody.
Lady Cat?
Hello.
And Derpy.
Hey, hey.
How are you all doing?
Good.
Yeah.
A
Good.
little bit warm.
Is it warm?
Yeah. It's 85 at the moment, Fahrenheit.
Okay. I
and
see.
It's 8 o'clock in the morning.
I see. So it can only get better.
Yeah. Well, it was 106 yesterday.
Yeah. You got to
So
strip
it's a
down
bit chilly
for that.
today.
You got to strip down for that kind of weather. So
Yeah.
good thing he's got his webcam turned off tonight. So
Yeah.
let's go to the first slide. You can take care of some things. Okay. Am I the only one, or maybe I've just gotten used to the Reaver Tide? You had to launch from outside. I know Lady Cat says it's been that way for a couple weeks, that you can launch from inside the base.
Yeah, I didn't mention it because they had fixed it before, but then it broke again. So I figured it might do that. So I didn't want to get anybody's hopes up. But it's been working consistently for a couple weeks now, I guess.
Yeah, it's working for me now. So I just never saw it as a bug fix. So it'd be nice if they just take the, the stuff they've already done and list it for us. And welcome, Stormcatcher. Okay. Well, let's move on to the next one. Let me just get rid of some of the housekeeping stuff. Again, 12 days of Xmas is going on. We're in the raid. The first day was 12-hour Phoenix tokens. The second one was, Pegasus tokens. Second was 11 Pegasus VXP tokens. Not that useful for me. Today was 10 Bladed Pinions, which I don't have that much use for, but I guess a lot of people that are catching up are going to find quite a bit of use for the prizes so far.
I'm very happy to have prizes. There's no coal or oil in my stocking yet.
Okay. It's very good. And Krampusnacht is next week, along with, we'll talk about it in a second, with we're going to get, as expected, new skirmish armors in the Forsaken Mission, VXP weekend, and potentially the new building pack, and then bounties after that. Okay, no thoughts? Yeah, this is from last week. We can keep on moving on. All right. The super update includes support for Krampusnacht, the December Forsaken Mission, 2 TLCs. Okay, the building updates are definitely going to happen. VXP weekend, and a partridge in a pear tree. Full details by the end of the day. I don't know why they're having... Okay, so they're having... That's going to throw things off.
2 updates at once?
Maybe they're not going to do an update. Because of Christmas, maybe they're not going to do an update the following week. So they're going to do 2 updates this week, no update the following week is the only thing that makes sense to me.
That'd be my guess, but that's abnormal.
But it makes sense. It's logical. I just wonder if we'll have downtime for it.
Yeah, I hear they're having a week-long holiday party. So, and Tuesday we'll get the FM with new skirmish armors and a new top-level Praetorian target. Does that mean another one goes away? And which one?
Yeah, it's the oldest one, right? It's going to be the 125 at this point. It's going to go away. Is that correct?
I think so, because they haven't really been new. Sometimes they've been going back and forth with the numbers, but I guess 125 because it is one of the lower valued ones. So that does make sense. I don't know that anybody hits that one anymore. I'll be sad when the 129 goes away, but I like
maybe Maybe this will be another auto.
Well, the 125, I don't even remember really hitting it. It didn't really pay out well for the points, so I never really recall hitting it. Does anybody have any experience with the 125? And we'll miss it.
No, I don't think.
I know you could do it with with the War of the Old Fleet's Inferno Dragon. You could do that one with Inferno Dragons. Not for very much for damage, but I think that was the only new one, the only new Legion caster you could do with those.
Okay. Good to know. All right, let's get on to the rest of the week. Krampusnacht, featuring new holiday prizes and 2 exciting new targets. I just wish they would tell us what type of targets, but oh well.
Yeah, I'm kind of. Is it going to be like a pillage? You think, or is it,
Probably.
will it
Or
be,
it could be like the Halloween event.
yeah, only snow coming out, and there's snowing and snowballs, and didn't we have
Yeah.
snowballs before last Christmas? Something.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, or was it the one
In our-
before? It caused a lot of lag, right?
Snowed in our bases or something. It was kind of fun, but yeah, I think it did cause lag.
Yeah.
That would be
And
unusual.
then, bring the riot and hit the new skirmish targets for great VXP payouts. And same schedule as previously. And
Hey
let's-
guys, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
can.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. All right. Let's move on. All right. How is everybody doing in the internal fire?
Yeah, not too bad.
Do you want to run through? Because you hit the 903 a little bit differently than I do, and I can't. I shut down when I try to do this and screen share. Do you want to run through that 903, or you want to have Kenny do it? Okay.
I don't mind either way.
Okay. Yeah. Well, we'll
Kenny
have
can
you
do
do
one.
it.
I can do one. I don't know.
Yeah. You ready to go first, or?
I can go first. Hang on, where's
Okay.
my shit? Hang on, I'm just going to refresh first. It's been sitting here for a while.
Okay.
yeah, I had heard about the 903, but I hadn't really paid attention. I knew go to the left and wait.
Mhm.
So I went to the bottom. The very first one I did, I went to the bottom left corner and sat there and waited. And those ships
Bottom left
came.
hand. Nah, that don't work.
Yeah, I found that out. Those ships came straight for me. It was painful.
Yeah. Well, you found that at the first day of the raid when we were trying to get pictures of the targets.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
happened to me. Yeah, I didn't know where to go.
Yeah. One ship
But
didn't
I only
help.
put one ship in there though. That was the thing as well. So that it wasn't too bad.
So I'm finding the 903 and the 136 are the targets I can handle and feel like I'm accomplishing something. The other ones kind of give me too much damage. Don't you skin this cat.
Yes.
Find my ships.
Coming up soon, or are we gonna?
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
just, trying to. What am I doing? Share screen. There it is. Select the window. There we go.
I guess that's a good point. Is that I've been seeing a lot of people saying, "Oh, the 903 is not giving me 1,000,000 points," and they're complaining about it. And that's intended. It's supposed to pay out for damage you actually deal to it. So you'll see
Yeah.
that when it actually does it, the Scourge ships kill some Legion turrets, so you get less points, fewer points. You won't always get the full 1,000,000. In fact, you'll never get the full 1,000,000.
No. Kickside,
Yeah.
can you please put a box there so I can get rid of this? So I don't have to look at this every time. I know it's a target. I know it's overpowered. And I know it's supposed to be co-op. Alright.
Yeah, it is unusual that they haven't. Usually, you have a disable for that, but not this time.
Now everyone goes to the left over this way. I'm going to go the other way. Everyone goes up here usually into this corner. I'm going over here.
You rebel.
Yeah, I know. I got to be different. I want to be different. And
But-
these ships, none of these ships will try and tag me. Will follow me at all.
Yeah, that's funny. I was
You think-
avoiding them like the plague, and they don't. Even when they don't see, they can see you in the
These
fog.
ones here will.
But
The
they
red
can,
ring.
If you go and sit out here or down here, they will chase you.
but they can see you right now because they're in the same fog bank as you. That's weird.
I think if they're different, yeah. I think
Yeah,
it's
you can't really tell what fog banks
Oops,
which
I'm a little
one.
close. I was a little close to that one.
you might want to, while we're sitting here, you might want to explain why certain things are going to work differently for you because of the CICs you're using.
Okay. I've got all Nexus CICs, so I've got extended range, more range than most people, because they will put the one Turren on, or whatever they're called, Turren. And I can just skirt these ships. Every ship, including these stonefish. So now I just wait for these ships to die, because they're the ones that will follow me. But I can go over here, just in this little spot down here, and stay in the cloud, because they're targeting those buildings, so they're not going to worry about me. Hopefully. Right, and there's one left, which will go up here out of the way, so it doesn't really bother me anymore. Then I'll come over and I'll kill this turret here, because of the ring it's putting out. And I use my flag as the lead ship all the time, just in case. Yeah, get rid of that first. And if I'm quick enough, I can show you that my ships will outrange the stonefish.
3 Nessus and 1 Turin does outrange the Daggertooth and Viperfish, but not the Stonefish.
Yeah, this will. Oops, if I. Oops. Get out of there. Get out of there. Oops. Oh, I got a little bit close, but yeah, usually I don't get that over there that quick.
Can you snipe the turrets with just 3 Nessets?
No.
You can't really do it with these ones either, but they will fire on me. But I can usually only get one turret firing on me at a time, especially the ones that are close together.
Hey, Aussie, can you actually hit the 106, the actual S targets with that
Nope.
speed decrease? Do you end up getting
Don't know.
overrun?
Don't try it. I haven't tried it. I'm not going to try it.
So
Yeah.
have they, that's the
Marilyn, the only
downside.
difference between the Nessus X and the regular one is the health sharing. And as you'll see, that's not really part of his strategy. The only good thing is that you can swap them out for 1 second each. But the
Yeah.
performance, as far as the range and speed and things like that, are identical for both of them.
He's using the Nessus X. Marlon.
The speed decrease of losing all the turns scares me in the other targets, though.
Yeah, and that's sort of what I was sort of trying to brush on. With the big difference is the 1 second difference, the 1 second refit time, which would allow you to adjust and change for each target. And
See here, I can shoot that one without the second one shooting at me because of the extended range. As soon as I move, the thing will start firing. But that one there's a little bit close.
Does that overwhelm your countermeasures?
They do get through. 2, yes. 1, oh, I missed that. Oops, I thought I'd got that one. What's the damage? I'm hoping it's just, number 2 got a little bit, must have got shot by something.
See, I don't have any of mine upgraded enough to get the X1 XCICs on there.
yeah, and the tricky part, if especially the people that don't have the ability to use the X CICs, is going to this build. Is the fact that once we get the TLCs associated with this is a pretty specialized build for the 903s. And if you don't want to spend 14 hours trying to change things back, but if you do have the X1, you could do it during the TLC if your shipyard is empty. Just boom, 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 and swap things out if you think that's advantageous for what you're trying to do in a target.
Okay, we did add some Pegasus upgrade tokens. Sadly, not enough. Hint, hint, hint.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I don't like about this is how slow they go.
But otherwise, there's really no other. Because the 505 is so difficult, unless somebody's cracked it, I don't really see a reason to hit the other targets in the raid besides this one.
Yeah, I'm getting 3 hours repair on a 505.
Yeah, it's not worth the 250k bonus, is it?
Unless you hit it right before you go to bed.
I still don't know if it's worth the 250k bonus. Because you could do this for, I don't know.
Yeah.
I can do these for, my best times are below 12 minutes, but some of them are 11 minutes. 11 minutes. Some of them are at 12. I'm more right around 15. I use a different method, and I don't have.
I'm going to guess
that
someone's about to jump
theory.
into this one because someone was watching me,
Now,
but that's okay.
We
That's a
can't
good
see your
point.
radar. So.
If you want someone to do the target with you, because whenever you complete this, anyone at the end gets completion credit, gets 250k points.
Yeah, I
So
know.
if you want to have someone join with you, they need to join now after all the ships are dead, or their fleet will just die because the ships are incoming.
Well, after the ships with the red rings are gone.
Yeah.
The other ones are going in a static pattern, but the ones with the red rings are free hunting or
There we
whatever.
go. I knew someone would come in.
Yeah.
There they are there. That
So-
doesn't matter to me.
it really doesn't matter because they're not taking away from you.
Yeah, it doesn't. That's right. They don't take anything away from you because they're not killing anything.
It's still,
So-
still a little bit rude, but
I don't know. I
No.
might have to go jump to another.
Well, except for Aussie, tell them what happened to you earlier today, or was that last night?
I don't know. What are we talking
The
about?
guy jumped on top of you with the other.
Oh,
CIC.
yeah. The problem was, because mine have got such a long range that someone came in with the other CIC on their ship, and it stuffed up mine because they come and sat on top of me, so it shortened my range. Gave me a speed boost, a speed boost. I mean, but
Yeah,
didn't
but
help me with my range, and I took like an hour and a half damage when 16 minutes, and usually number 2 wouldn't get hit, but that time it did. So it should usually be less than that.
The really good thing is that you can prep for lowers with this method, and they don't even have to have a Pegasus. They can have a Saturn or a Nemi too, right? Aren't those allowed in?
Correct.
I'm not sure. I never tried.
So
yeah, but,
your lowers can jump in after you've killed the ships and just sit in the corner. They can get to 250,000.
Yep.
Yeah.
yeah, but they also got that badge where if you kill the X target with 10 friends or whatever, you get that certain badge.
Oh, I should have that by now.
Yeah, you get a best friends forever badge if you complete it 10 times with someone in the corner. It can be different people, and it's going to be paid out after raid.
Yeah, and you will see that your progress bar is not advancing, so that's part of the. But supposedly they're going to fix it all afterwards. So,
Okay.
Daniel's
asked. Oh, gone.
how long does it take to swap the CICs? I think it's about 14 hours for the normal ones, 12 to 14 hours, somewhere in that neighborhood. But if you have the X CICs, it's 1 second per. So it really depends on which ones that you have, because it takes quite an investment in time, tokens, or gold in order to get to the ability to put the X1 CICs on. So
That repair on the flag was 12 minutes 25 seconds out of that 16.
Okay.
So,
Yeah. So you got 7 minutes, and you're back on the water.
mm.
Kenny, you want to hit anything or?
Well, I did last show, and it hasn't changed too much since then. But
No. I think it changed since at least the 903 changed since the last. Because I
Oh,
did
yeah.
you leave last time.
I fought the 903 last time instead of cornering.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to show me to show the less
Well,
effective cornering technique.
Well, it's not that it's less effective. You don't have the X1, so you don't have the range.
well, he's also doing it a different way.
Oh, I
He's
can
doing
do it the other. I can do it the other way as well if you want.
Well, I'm thinking that because Kenny's
The cat didn't like being moved, but I'm getting ready.
Well, the reason I'm thinking that it might be better for Jeff to do it is because you have more range than I think a lot of people have the 3-in-1 combo.
Mm.
While you have, and he has the 3-in-1 combo, so it might be you might be able to do different things that other players aren't able to do. So I think that's why I was thinking that might
He's
be
pretty much sniping those ships, all the ships.
Yeah.
If you get it right, the stonefish will not fire on you. And I did get a stonefish fire on me right at that end bit, so that might have been when number 2 got hit.
Yeah, the stonefish are the tricky part. Yeah, as far as getting damage on your back ships.
Yeah.
So Ozzy, how you got your CICs?
All Nessus.
Oh, you got 3. Oh, I thought you said you had
No,
3.
all Nessus. 4 Nessus.
Okay,
That
So
gives
he
me
has
an
more
extra
range.
range.
Yeah.
but less speed. Okay.
Yeah, but what I did, I had a whole bunch of tokens because of, leaderboard prizes before. So I ended up swapping the CIC, which is only a second anyway. But I did more refit. I put Hyper 30 on it as well to combat that speed difference,
Okay.
hopefully. But they still look pretty slow.
So am I doing this?
Sure.
Okay. Getting ready here and just putting on the crew.
Oh, yeah. And plus, also, mine's no crew. That was with no crew whatsoever. No sea
Just like
serpents for evade or anything. Nothing.
Yeah, and I've for those that run the crew, I haven't seen a huge damage difference if I use steelheads or sea serpents. Is that?
Yeah, well, I did use sea serpents the other day, and it didn't really make that much difference. I still got to dock it, and I still got to repair it. So, and the difference between is only a couple of minutes. So it's not really. Again, that's why I don't use crews, because they don't seem to make that much of a difference, unless you're going to take a heap of damage and you're using a what's that one? That gives you half.
Steelheads?
Grease
Oh no,
monkeys.
grease monkeys.
Grease monkey, yeah. I mean, unless you're taking a heap of damage, that's really one.
Well, there's also the wolf pack that might be useful for some
Oh, yeah.
people because it's
Critical.
doing more critical damage. Yeah. On
Yeah, I suppose.
The missile.
Could use that.
We all set to
That's
go?
helpful. That's helpful for me in the 130s.
Yeah.
Okay, going in.
Work.
All right, you're on.
I hope I don't fail on candid camera here. Or I should have
Or
refreshed.
crash,
first.
like you usually do.
Yeah. Right.
Usually crash.
So I don't do anything
Yeah.
fancy. I just drive over here.
Yeah. You can go straight up to that point. Once you've stacked your ships, you can go straight up there. You don't have to go too far to the left.
Yeah, I use that opportunity when I'm going across to aim the first ship a little bit higher, just so it's acting as a tank. But I have gotten Scrambler 3 on. Well, hopefully it doesn't get you hit by that.
Yeah.
But okay, because that gives me more evade. Yeah. So I don't know.
You
They're
need to get
sort
a
of
little closer. Yes, you go.
Yeah, they were looking at you. Did you see those two red ones on the bottom? They
Oh,
were
were
eyeing.
they?
They were eyeing you, Kenny. They saw your.
No,
red
he
red
wasn't.
and
he was trying to shoot that top turret, and his only flag was the only one shooting at it. That's why I said you need to move up a bit.
Oh, but if you rewatch it, there's two
Oh,
subs.
Yeah, I
headed
know
right
the two
to
you
it.
mean. Yeah, the two that's in the middle at the moment.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And this is the really boring part of it.
Yeah. See, and this is the thing. I can. Well, you can get these little ones that are coming around now, the same as I can. I usually get those in 2 shots. 2 passes, they'll die. But then after that, I can move forward.
The weirdest thing that happens to me once in a while is the long range missile turret gets killed by somebody, and then this whole cluster of ships here doesn't get killed.
Yeah, see, that's the one advantage to mine. Mine can outrange all of those ships. See, now that those 2 little ships are killed, I move forward and kill all these ships.
Yeah, and I can't, or they'll blast me.
Yeah.
Then you're going to be there forever.
No, this
See, it
not
just got
forever. About 3 more minutes, but it's pretty boring.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, these ones, these 4 are never going to die at this point in time.
Actually, they do.
But you
normally.
will.
No, because you've lost the
No,
Yeah, the long.
you've lost the long range one
the
now,
long
so that's
range-
it.
Yeah, you're right.
You
I was
got
just
no
going to
choice.
say, normal. 3 out of 4 times, these guys are all dead, but not this time.
Mm.
Yeah, but you can sneak in and sort of pick them apart because your range is
Get your
like
flag
go
out.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then twist show him your Batwing and then stay away from that one because he's going to fire corrosive. There he goes.
Yeah, see, that's the advantage
But,
of having the 4 Nessus. I can just sit out a little bit, and they pass by, and they just snipe them.
And I've already
But you
taken
still
about
didn't take that much
15
damage anyway. So,
took about 15 minutes there.
shit.
So it looks like it's going to be about a 25-minute one.
And this is another opportunity for some people to there we go, put the
Opportunity for
what you did, put the tank out in front.
So what I do sometimes is I'll move my ship number 2, ship number 3, whatever one is in the fleet but's not damaged. I move it out front just to spread the repair around a little bit.
Yeah, I have GS3 on my flag, so I put mine out in front, and I use waypoints on this portion of it just to keep the spacing correct. But the GS3 on the flag, since this is all accuracy-based penetrative, is pretty helpful because I don't run Hyper 30.
Look like you're freezing up.
Yeah, but if you're taking 0 damage on the back 4, you might as well put 2 minutes on each of them, which is free.
No. Yeah, I would have gone. Okay, I would have shot right through that whole alley and not turned.
Yeah,
out,
might as well. Yeah, now just target those as you go past.
it would save me some time, but I guess it didn't do any harm either.
Yeah, and don't bother with the buildings
Yeah.
until afterwards. You can just always hit the S button later.
Yeah, it looks like
Because
I took, because I'm being watched, it took about 35 minutes, I think.
I'm not really sure what that means, but
Yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was.
Yeah,
that might be your webcam service. But yeah,
Let's see, how much did I take? Oh, 21 minutes. That's not too bad.
no, that's not bad at all. And you got damage split across 3 ships. It's probably 2 instant repair, and the flag is probably
10.
once you consider the instant, is probably 4 minutes, 5 minutes.
Yep. That's not too bad at all for an amateur.
Good job.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Worked well. Alrighty.
Who did we lose?
We lost Derpy at sea.
Derpy.
Oh, okay. He's back.
I'm
now.
still here.
No, you weren't though. I don't know what happened, but yeah, you were in the purgatory or the green room or whatever you want to call it. I'm not sure. Did you leave and come back?
Nope, I didn't touch anything.
I didn't pull
It
you
was
out.
Kenny. Kenny did it.
Yeah.
He actually did somehow. It happened when I went out of full
Yeah.
screen. It's a
He
minor
did, yeah.
bug.
Yeah.
That'd be unusual. Again.
Okay. Has anybody had any? I don't really see a real reason to hit the any of the other targets. If you're hunting for shards, this seems to be the easiest way. If you're going for points, this seems to be the easiest way. The only real reason I would see to hit the other targets is to gain a higher level of familiarity with them when they start to show up in time limited campaigns in the future.
Well, the 136, if you drive your ass off, you can do that for my best is 45 seconds damage. 134 is hard. I'm getting about 30 minutes.
That's better than
505 is
most of
a
us.
lot.
You're doing better than me on the 134s.
Yeah, it took a while.
The 134 is supposed to be the auto target, right?
Well, you can
Automatic damage is what it means.
so on that one you can kill the ships. You can kill the ships by driving them hard, but you can auto the turrets. After the ships are dead, you can auto the turrets, and it does it perfectly fine.
Derpy, is there any chance you want to run through the 136? I haven't even hit it yet, so I won't tell you what to do.
Yeah, I could do a 136.
Okay.
Let me pull up some screen stuff. Okay.
So, Jeff, what was your
Okay.
final damage? Jeff, Kenny, I'm sorry, Kenny. What was your
Sorry,
final?
I was busy talking with mute on.
I thought maybe you forgot your real name. So yeah.
10 minutes on the flag, as you guessed, and then instant on the other two.
Okay. So it's at the
I
end.
think I will do it. What Storm said is throw the least damaged one up front and try and get them all instant. Then I don't have to wait the 5 minutes.
Yeah. 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 I've run the I think that was Derpy that said that, but I run Gas Scrambler 3 on mine. Well, Derpy, I don't know.
Yeah,
But,
Derpy said it, yeah.
Okay.
About swapping them around, yeah.
But Guidance Scrambler 3, even if I put it out as a tank, somehow it ends up with less damage than the other ones, which confuses me at times. At least on the 903.
I might throw that on. Now that we have tokens.
Well, are you running Hyper 30 or are you not running Hyper 30?
I have Hyper 30.
I don't know if I haven't looked at that build.
To see if it'll combine.
Because you're going crazy evade and you're removing a lot of damage with that. So, removing both those specials. So, alrighty. I'm going to go full screen on Derpy on the 136.
Okay, I've pressed attack, and
Okay.
this is tricky. I might not get it on the first try here, but I did it. So I'll go around the whole target first. It's pretty. We've all seen this. We've seen everything in here, but the main key part's the cloud, right? And if you're in the cloud, they can't see you. So what I do is I take my one ship. I'm using my tank because it has the lowest damage. You pull it out at the top right here, so it's visible. And as soon as that happens, you see things from way off on the mini map moving towards you. And as soon as they get close, you bring it back in. And it works when it works. I was a little bit too early that time, but you see I did some damage to it and it turned away. I like to run a wolf pack crew usually on this one. It's pretty boring, takes a lot of work, but
Hey, it gives you a break from the crazy 90 whatever they are.
yep.
Sometimes, even though it's harder, it's more fun than doing the same one over and over again.
I've seen other people just doing this with a tank and taking damage, but I like to do it slowly for free, I guess. Uh-oh, here's a problem.
Uh-oh. Yep. No, dear. That's what usually happens to me when I try and do that. If those other ones get in there.
Oh,
Oh, no.
cascade failure.
I think
Yep.
these two clouds are actually separate clouds, though, so it's not that bad.
No, they're in. No, they got up there now.
Okay, there we go. We're good.
Oh, just.
That was too close. The viperfish have a much larger turn radius or something, so
Yeah.
that you need to turn away earlier.
That's what usually ends up happening with me if I try and do that.
I got lucky on that one.
Yeah.
Now I did notice something that when I finally got this, after I killed the stonefish and these two daggertooth, the viperfish would just go around in circles at the bottom of the target. I wondered if anyone else has seen that.
I just tend to barrel through the target because I'm not spending a lot of time sitting and waiting on repairs. So I just want to go till the ship is dead or my fleet's dead. So I just barrel through and do a few and just let it repair while I go to work.
Yeah. It's
It takes a long time to do
Well,
it without damage.
I'm just trying to compare like hitting this target relative to the
There's
9.
one ship left up on the top left.
Yeah, it sometimes comes from me, sometimes doesn't.
No, I just thought I'd let you know just in case you didn't realise.
Yeah, thank you. These ones you can sometimes outrun, but after they fix the stuttering bug, you can't. So I've taken 2 corrosive shots, 3 corrosive shots, 4 corrosive shots in the target now. Now the fog cutters can still see you in these clouds, but you can, even with my slightly shorter range, I think it was Aussie who has 4 Nessus.
Yeah.
I have 3 and 1. You can just
Yeah.
barely kill.
What I was doing
Couple of these
before was
turrets.
move the one with the other CIC away into the bottom cloud of those ones,
Oh, that's a
And
good
you-
idea.
and then swap them around. Then put your 4 ships down the bottom and the one with the other CIC at the top, and then you got more range in that. Whoops, you're in the cloud. In the fog. I mean, the cutter.
I don't remember which one of mine has that.
Yeah, that's the thing. Gotta remember which one's
We need skins now.
that one. Not up there. I go to the left. Go to the left in the top left corner part of it, where the other ones were.
Yeah, over here.
Oh no! Just there where your ship is. Just down a little
Okay.
bit, and then you should be out a little bit more maybe. Oops, no, move it. Sorry.
Something's coming at me.
Yeah, you didn't quite get out of the ring.
No. Yeah, I'm able
My
to do
bad.
it
I should just
without.
let you do it your way. I shouldn't have said anything.
That's an extra 10 minutes damage. It
Yeah,
won't
I should
matter.
just-
But it's a good idea. That's good thinking, good strategy.
Yeah, no, I was just saying what I was doing. When I was doing these, and I had the extra, the other CIC on there, I just split them up, so you got the
Yeah.
extra range.
Yeah, as far as if we see the old targets that we saw last time, there's other places you could use those because we were doing that in the last
Yeah.
in the last one. So yeah, moving that one out buffs the range on the rest.
Mm. But then you had that problem like he just did. You just stayed just inside that ring. That another millimeter down, and it would have been right. So the other thing, when I do things like that, I target the one with the flag on top, so I know where the ring is. So when you're moving your ship around, you're out of its range.
There you go, you're out.
That should be, it should have been. Look, you're in a cloud there.
It's a lot slower though. Still
Yeah.
dangerous to work.
Yeah, I'm thinking the 903s are looking better and better.
It's like you can. This one definitely takes longer. Does it take longer to do? I'm at 8 minutes total in the target now.
I don't think it takes longer than the other one, than the 903. I don't think so. Not for me anyway, because I usually take quite a while.
But it is fewer points, and you do need to hit the other one if you want the bonus.
Yeah.
Yeah, the way I
You're
see
only
it.
at 250.
Yeah,
250 is the bonus for the 903.
Yeah.
So anything more is, you're in front straight away.
the main reason I would hit these targets is to get practice for the TLCs. As far as this raid itself, the 903 seems to be the way to go.
But didn't you say, Derpy, that after you do the ships, you usually auto this part? Is that what
No,
you
in the
said?
134, after you do the ships, you can auto it.
okay. Sorry. I wasn't sure which one it was.
This one you might be able to auto, depending on if you kill things fast enough to stay out of the fog cutters.
Yeah.
But it's iffy. That's going to be what? 10, 15 minutes damage one ship. Everything else should be instant.
That was my fault. Should have kept my mouth shut.
Yeah. So that one's going to be the only one.
Yeah. The thing is, if you hadn't got into that ring, you would have been okay. It wouldn't have got that damage.
Yeah. So it's
So
doable.
you're always backseat driving.
Oh, shut up. No, I was just saying what I do. I didn't tell him he had to do it. I was just saying what I do.
I know. And it's not as bad as when Hefe and
You got
Yeah,
12
yeah.
people telling you what to do.
yeah,
Well, actually, not 12, 5, because you can't have 12 in the thing. Go up, go down, go left, go right. No, your other right.
Yeah, it's problematic. 12 people were telling him what to do.
Yeah. Where do I go now? Up, left, bottom, right, corner.
Okay.
the funniest one was when you said go left, and I'm going left, and no, go left. Oh, that's right.
Your other
Yeah.
left.
Derpy, are you going to want to hit the 136 or? I mean,
That was the 136.
The 134.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Or you're done for the.
And look, I'll keep my mouth shut. I'm gonna mute.
I'll yeah, sure, why not?
I'm just I'm just throwing it out there if you don't want to, because like I said, I don't think I've only been hitting the 903, and but I think it's good for people to see them and practice on them for when we start seeing these in time limited campaigns. So
Yeah,
see-
I'll show it. It won't be pretty, but
okay,
just let me get some instant repair done.
okay, no problem. Just throwing it out there in case people want to see it because
Okay, so total damage on that second ship was 14 minutes.
okay. So you need 9 minutes or
No, I'll just do it with 14 minutes damage.
okay.
And I might need driving tips on this one.
No,
I've
I'm
never
gonna keep my
hated-
mouth shut because I can't even do them.
We can start yelling and stuff.
Oh,
You could just
Kenny loves driving tips.
yeah, yeah. Well, you actually improve. Though. Unless I assume you sounded sarcastic, but okay,
Proving once again that men really do listen.
yes, because it did seem like, oh, that chopped an hour off of my repair time before. So, all right, this is the auto-friendly target, which is
Yep.
auto. I've started calling this the auto-damage target for a while because that's
Auto at your own risk.
yeah. It just seems like automatic damage, but yeah. And this is one of those ones where I'm assuming the Nessus and the Turin have different results because that was their plan, and they got away from marketing or this talking about these targets as being CIC specific because the players did not like that, because that also got us into the whole thing of well, we need to have 2 hulls now or 2 fleets, and yeah. So I think we might have just gotten the same target that they were going to deliver with just different branding.
That's what my guess is. Yeah, so this one I'm taking damage from the ships because there's no cloud in here.
Mm-hmm.
I can't outrange them, and I can't outrun them.
So, yeah. And you do less damage because you had to remove damage, basically, damage increasing specials to put the Hyper 30 on. But
Yeah, I don't remember what I took off, actually.
on the good side, though, is you're faster and you have evade across your entire fleet. The 30% combat speed and 30% evade is added. So.
Yeah, so the ships, you can see they did. This is probably one of my worst runs here, but I'm just going to press auto now and let it do its thing. There's probably better ways to drive against the ships. I even saw one person with a full X1 fleet just parking the flag a little bit ahead of the others and letting them just come to him.
I assume Ren's talking about you, that you could that Liam could learn you up, but
Yeah, we'll need to get Liam back in for next raid.
yeah.
This isn't a sub, but
yeah. Oops. All right. Okay.
Damnation in chat is saying that it's finding the same damage on auto and driving.
Yeah.
I actually did worse on auto.
You did worse on that.
Did worse. Not a lot worse, but worse.
Okay.
See, if I were driving right now, I'd move my ships over to the left, but auto's going to take it to the right. Oh, no, it's going left.
The other left.
Yeah. Did you hear that for your parents a lot?
No.
No, Jeff, your other left. Or Kenny, I'm sorry.
Both work. I answer to both now.
No, I'm just saying that used to be as when I was like 4 or 5 years old, they'd be like, oh no, your other left,
For some reason, I never had that problem left and right.
We've shown the top raid targets. The bottom ones are all recycled. They haven't talked
It's
about
an
the riot yet.
awfully big target for time, though.
Yeah, and I'm assuming they didn't see the issues associated with the 903, because I think if people were forced to hit the 134 and the 136 all day, they would probably not be happy with the raid.
No, actually, their mistake was exactly the kind of raid we want.
No. I understand that, but yeah, no. That's what I'm saying is that if because they kept on warning us, don't hit the 903 by yourself, but it seems to be the best target. And like Derpy mentioned earlier, you can just have once the red ships are done or killed or out of range, just have one of your friends come in with, because remember you can bring in, even if they're hitting another target with the Pegasus, they can still bring in Nemesis and Saturns and just park in the corner and get 250k and get the shard drop for the jagged bite torpedoes. So they get both of those by just sitting in there.
Yeah, actually, Kixeye did us a favor with that because we can help the mid-level players for the first time in a while.
Yeah, 1 hour 27 minutes damage on that. I already had 14, so that's an hour 15. My best is 38 minutes before instant repair.
Okay. But it doesn't sound, you've done some work as trying to figure out these targets. It doesn't sound great as far as relative to hitting the 903.
I agree 903 is better than 134.
Well,
Yeah.
like I said, the points you're getting
Or
for that.
136 or 505. Any of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing, Derpy.
Yeah. No, it was helpful to see those targets. I really wasn't.
I'm just wondering what when they put these in the TLCs, how hard they going to be to get them these large targets done in an hour.
Yeah, that's going to be difficult. They're going to have to increase the time. If they're going to keep increasing the length of the targets, they'll have to increase the length of the TLCs.
Oh, they'll test it extensively and make sure they've hit the right number, have put the right number of targets in for the size, right?
And then double it.
No, the testing. Yeah.
Well, wasn't it the when we were using the Pegasus to get the Praetorian tokens and all that? Wasn't a lot of people complaining because they was having problems accomplishing the master stage in an hour?
Yeah.
Well, the problem is the ships are slower.
Yeah.
That's another problem.
And you have 7 targets to do in an hour, and it takes you a lot longer than I ever used to do 7 targets in an hour. We're all trying to do it for minimal damage. Maybe they're testing it just fine and using coin to repair each time, but we can't all do that.
Well, that's their main goal, isn't it?
Yeah, but they got to try to find a balance somehow.
Whoa.
So, yeah. Renato's questioning the junk jet. I mean, he's familiar enough to realize my big campaign for Hefe's junk is a flagship, but I don't think this crew is part of that when I was campaigning for that. So we'll see. What is everybody plan as far as your builds with the riot? As
I have
far
no
as
clue at the
for
moment.
VXP weekend.
Blanks. We want one torpedo, maybe explosive sync drive.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see what the stuff in the FM is going to be before I get too hard about a build. So blanks, if I can get them out.
Okay. I think that's the next slide. Let's see.
I'm not going to be ready for VXP weekend. I've got a lot to do, and I've been out of the house, so I haven't been able to run it a lot.
Yeah.
Purely on holidays there, away from the rest of them.
I'm not sure who took the picture. That's my assumption. But I would think the explosive sync drive, just because I assume we're going to get a flag and pillage right prior to this, and maybe that's where you put the concussive sync drive. But it's hard to tell at this point. But I always like to have an engine on my ships for VXP weekend. Otherwise, it's just a suicide mission. But I like to get it done in the first hour. So maybe that's maybe it's not really needed anymore with the length of VXP weekends with the high end targets that really provide a lot of VXP.
And these VXP targets, right? We're gonna think their preview for next raid.
Well, they are always some reflection of what's coming up in the next raid. I mean, they've always been that way. So, as far as I've been putting my builds right now with a Havoc 1, because it adds like a couple of seconds of build time, and because we have the refit bonuses between the labs and whatnot, I'll save the actual either the Jagged Bite or I forget the name of the other one for refit time, because we get the bonuses through the labs and an increased bonus for the R&D. So just so you know, the Havoc 1 acts a lot like the Thud 1 because you can't put Thud 1s on anything. So it keeps it at 4 hours, 1 minute, or 4 hours, 4 days, 1 hour, and 33 minutes, or whatever it is. So,
Well, thank you for the Christmas card.
yeah. No, it's all good. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out which is my favorite sweater. But I'm going for one of the two red ones in the middle as far as what I'm going to wear to my holiday event.
I like Robinson Biggins. It's my favorite.
Mm-hmm. So, I don't know. Does anybody have much else, or anybody else want to join the? Let's see. Join the show because I can't really think of what else we have left to talk about.
Well, the 12 days of Kixmix gifts, we talked about that, but they've been going down one every time, which means the maximum gold we can get is now 9 gold.
I don't think gold will be part of it because they would have done that unless they give us 100 gold.
That'd be nice, but I'm not expecting that
on the last day. Yeah, I'm sort of running out of ideas as far as what they're going to do.
Pegasus upgrade tokens, Pegasus upgrade kits, maybe.
Yeah, but they can't give you 8 kits, right?
8 times 10. Yeah, that's fair. We're just speculating.
Yeah, I can see the day, the day tokens, but yeah, if we get 9 days of them, okay. But after that, I mean, I would think, I would hope for like the Jagged Bite torpedoes, 9 or 8 of, like we got the bladed pinions today. I would appreciate that personally. That way I don't have to refit, you know. I'm sorry, go ahead, Stormcatcher.
I know a couple of people were joking around when that last one hits on the last day of Christmas. What kicks I give this? Everybody will be hearing that imaginary switch of the game not working anymore. They were joking about kicks I shutting it down on the last day.
Yeah, maybe they'll give us HTML on the last day.
Well, that'll be on the 5th day, and that's probably, you know,
5 golden rings. Now, maybe that's when we get the gold. 5 golden ring. Maybe rings are worth 10 gold, 50 gold. Who knows?
yeah.
I'm grateful for whatever they give. I think it's a neat idea.
Yeah, and I'm so glad they're not random drops. Because that would really.
I would hate that if somebody got the 7-day build token and I got a 12-hour one, you know? If you have to get a 7-day build token, I've never seen one.
That'll probably be what'll be on the last day. Everybody will get a 7-day build token.
Now that would be cool.
Or on the 7th day of Kixmas.
Yeah, they probably got it all figured out, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm sure they do. Alrighty. Well, if we don't have much else, I guess we can proceed to the after show, unless I'm missing something. Reviewing chat and not seeing much. Unless anybody has any parting words or anything else you'd like to say, I'll end the live broadcast, and the link is in the right-hand side.
The only thing I can say is good luck, everyone.
Yeah, good luck. Have fun. Do what you can. Don't stress about it. It is
9
what it is.
o'clock in the morning, it's 90 degrees.
It could be here. It's the same way in Florida as it is in Australia.
Not this time of year, though.
Wow.
Lucky y'all. It's
70 or something, but yeah.
A couple days ago, we were 85, so yeah, similar.
Yeah.
Yesterday was 106.
We never get that high.
It's been the 40s here.
Yeah, we're going to have that a few times this year already. This week.
Alrighty then. Well, if we don't have much else, and I expect to don't put armors again on prior to VXP weekend, but I'm expecting we'll get a concussive Xinthium isotope armor, and I really hope they have the foresight to increase the FM limit from 2 of the Xinthium isotope X armors, the explosive armors, to take that from 2 to 4, because that's part of the whole skirmish cycle is the explosive. So hopefully we'll get good news at that point, and hopefully they won't be 25 million, but I expect they will be. So
Fingers crossed they won't be like those other new armors we got.
70
million.
Well, 70 million. Again, we talked about that. 70 million is actually a good price relative to the 25 million. It'll be interesting to see if they release a balanced armor as opposed to a specialist armor at that point. I don't know. I'm not even going to guess anymore. They are quite unpredictable as far as what makes sense monetarily for them or for the player base. It's I'm at a loss at times as far as some of the decisions they've made over the last couple of months. So, alrighty. Well, we'll see you all on Wednesday. We'll have news on Krapishnot.
And maybe we'll even learn how to pronounce it correctly.
Am I doing it wrong, or you just assume I'm doing it wrong?
No, I think you're doing it wrong, but that's okay.
Krampusnacht?
We'll get a German to come in and say it.
Krampusnacht.
There you go.
There we go. I'm just so you know. Alrighty, everybody. I think the link is. I'll put it one more time in case anybody would like to join the after show. Otherwise, we will see you on Wednesday. And best of luck with the raid. And happy holidays if you don't see us beforehand. But the holidays are good far away. So
Good night,
Later.
everybody.
11 days, 12 for you.
Night.
all right, later, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya.
I haven't got in.